What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Poolside Chat. My name is Todd. I've got yet another amateur pool match to review with you. Going to continue in this 9-ball tournament from the last video. Let's dive right into it. We are going to be playing Melvin, guy I've known for quite a few years, but haven't played him in quite some time. So, as you can see, he wins the flip. It's rack your own 9-ball, alternate break. It was a cool format where you're playing your race is your APA 9-ball handicap. So I'm an 8. He's a 7. He's getting one on the wire. We gotta get this one, guys. This is backside of a double elimination tournament. Just cross your fingers. And it looks like he broke dry. So I do have a little bit of a confession to make. I usually try to do these videos. I record them, I edit them, they sit for quite a while. I usually don't get to commentating them until, legitimately somewhere 3, 4, some even as far as 5 weeks ago. So it's kind of fun for me because then I can truly improv and discuss this without knowing, oh, here's what I'm thinking, here's what I am going to do. I'm trying to make it a little bit more honest of just that. Like, here's what I should be doing. And as you've seen, if you've watched my videos, there's a lot of times I'm like, I should do this, and I do something completely different. Well, this one might be a little bit different because I decided late last night, I was still wide awake after playing in another tournament and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and go edit one more match, throw it up on YouTube. And I forgot to hit record. So I apologize. I'm totally missing this entire rack. But yeah, I already did this just last night. So not exactly as improv as I want. Anywho, I have talked over this entire first rack. He broke dry. I've actually had a really good run. This was going to be the tricky shot here just to get from that 8 to the 9. You've got a couple options. You could try to just go a ton at top, take it 2 rows back, or as you can see, smooth draw this, which I had an angle. It's going to come off the side rail. And Melvin, nice guy. We've known each other for years, so he was respectful. He's like, I get it. That's a gimme. You're good. Now, I traditionally, especially in this tournament and the weekend after this one, I told myself, you're shooting every 9-ball. I don't care if it's a duck. But, if you're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. All right. Not the greatest of breaks. And while, yes, I made the 2-ball, I can see the 1, and it goes absolutely nowhere. So I'm going to try to play it safe. I'm really kind of trying to take that. I don't know if I was trying to take it just straight off the 9 or if I just accidentally hit the 8. I don't know what the plan was. Regardless, it left him at least some kind of look. The only good news is he's a little stretched. And being a taller guy, he's 6 foot-ish or so, he didn't want to use a bridge, and that's what happens. Because I'm pretty sure the 1 did go. He could have hit that, just put a little inside to hold, check up the cue ball a little for the 3, but he left me with a very thin shot. I think I can see the edge of the 1. It is real close. But I'm going to have to try to draw back a little bit, try to hold the cue and fail miserably. Absolutely fail. So he's got a pretty easy, at least the first 3 balls are going to be pretty easy because you just roll that 1 into the corner, take the 3 into the opposite side. You got the 4 as a duck. The tricky part is getting from the 4 to the 5, depending on which way you want to go with it. What I mean is because it looks like the 5 does clear the 8 to the closest corner pocket, but you could just try to get the cue ball between the 5, 8, shoot it up table. Let's see what old Melvin does here. Ooh, got a little stabby with that one. So he let himself real thin. He looks like he's going to walk the dog all the way up. And I'm going to take back looks like because he drilled it. That was a very good shot. Good leave. Just need to pull some draw on this. Get back to the 7. Look at that. So, as I mentioned in the last video, this was a pool hall about a little over an hour away from me. As you can see, they're valley tables. You know, the green cloth. I prefer blue. Whatever, I don't care. But the condition of the felt, it played very, very slick, very fast, and sometimes your English would hook, sometimes it wouldn't. It felt for me a little inconsistent, but good out. Good out there. And he wins the break. Like I said, it's an alternate break format. Now, rumor is, I think they said somewhere around September, this pool hall is going to be upgrading all their valleys over to diamonds, so that's pretty awesome. I know the local players are pretty stoked because I don't know of any all diamond pool halls down there, so yeah, this place had somewhere in the neighborhood of 15, 16 tables, something like that. Kind of had like a big warehouse kind of feel of a building. But yeah, they got new ownership. Supposedly the old owners weren't that great. I don't know. I'm not from there. But the new guys really want to make this into a legit, good quality pool hall. Oh, Melvin. Uh, that one hurts. That one hurts. Somewhat of a duck ball for what should be a mildly easy combo. And then not just to miss it, but the top English runs you straight in and scratch. That hurts the soul. So this was kind of a warm up tournament for the following weekend, which was the Midwest 9 ball in Kansas City. And it's the first time I've played the Midwest, so I really, really wanted to come in as focused as possible. Truth be told, my 9 ball game is struggling, in my opinion. I'm not shooting anywhere near as good as I should be. Wow, I hit that bad. Looks like I hit that with a little bit of top when that left English checked it up to the wrong side. If I just natural English or put just a slight bit of right, get the cue ball on that side of the table, and then if I underhit it, I got run the 5 all the way to the corner. If I overhit, I got the side. Like, I mean, I had all kinds of options. Instead, I decided to check it up to the harder place, and I try a safe. Not a good plan. It was a good idea, but almost impossible to execute. Excuse me. The idea was good. Oh, woo! Kind of shocked that held up on a valley. but uh, but yeah, that was not a good shot because I was trying to slow roll the 5 to the rail, at least get it behind the 8. Cue ball freeze up to the 8, but I had such a gap that I had to put enough power to get the cue ball to the 8 that naturally 5 was going to come back out and leave him a shot. Now, he was deep in the pocket, and he left himself a whole lot of nothing. Looked like he was trying to put a little bit of right spin and didn't account for the deflection enough because even though it was real close to the pocket, he got behind it. Now, I got to put just a slight twist to right to spin it in, but not too much that I end up scratching. And just barely made it. So you got to watch your speed control here because you got to go to that side rail, back over to the right side of the 9. And nice fast table. Melvin does it again. You got this. I'll take it. Yeah, it's a fun little tournament. It's, like I said, just a different format. You're racing your APA, even though we're playing Texas Express rules. So jump cubes and it's all about who makes the 9. It's not APA points and whatnot. But it was a lot of fun. Pretty much only sevens, eights, and nines were there. I think there was 1 3 and like 2 5s was really about it. So for the most part, at least everybody I played, I gave up 1 rack or got a rack, as I did in the last match against Chad. Which that guy, man, he shoots good. So, dry break, safety break. This is a tricky one because A, it's a jump already, so it's already decreasing the make percentage, but then he's got to almost back cut the one just a hair to combo that 6. And he is getting straight up there. Oh, good jump. He got over it. He definitely got over it. There's no question there. He actually, instead of getting a little bit of a left side, he got a little bit of right side. And look at that clump, though. So, you notice what I'm doing. I'm trying to focus specifically on my cue ball placement. So I looked at it and like, yes, there was a gap. I could leave the cue between what would be that little 8-9 avenue at that angle to leave the 2, or put a stroke on it, put it up table. The 2's not hard to make. So just send it around and remember what I just said, don't try to leave a thin window? Now, truth be told, I was trying to leave it below the 5. I just got lucky to leave myself where I had that look. Put a stroke on it, get around the 8. All right. So this is the shot that I had to caption the video off of because I'm not trying a trick shot here. Just trying to combo it and make it, but look at this. Drill the 7 and essentially turn the 4-6 into duck balls. That's a win. So this right here, just straight center ball. You don't want to put any left and accidentally leave it where the 9's hooking your cut, but you don't want to put right and then leave yourself a thinner back cut on the 5. So just natural, let it roll, get up middle of the table so you can see it. And there you go. As long as you make that, should be pretty good. So now just this one I hit with top lefts, come around 2 rails for 8 in the side. Ooh, a little more, a little more, a little more. Yep, a little more. So this shot, you see I'm on the quote-unquote wrong side of the tangent line. You know, if it was a little closer to the rail, I probably would just send it 3 rails around for shape. But in this case, you take your medicine. The 9's on the spot. Just go ahead and roll this, get off the rail for a little comfort. Just take a slightly longer shot. Don't get wild. Don't spin the cue around trying to get perfect shape. Who cares? Just shoot the ball. Just like that. 3-1. So we're playing on a corner table where kind of this walkway, I guess it would be like this walkway right here, is right next to the restroom. So you're going to see a lot of people walking by. I put the tripod on a table up fairly high, try to get a good angle, but you're still going to see a lot of heads, a lot of people walking. Not a bad break, just didn't control the cue ball, so he got long with that one. And I'm not sure if that 1 even goes by the 8. If it does, it's paper thin, and you don't want to shoot that as a cut when you're shooting 6 diamonds away. That's a little too difficult. Now, again, we're playing 9 ball. It's not APA rules or anything, so you do have a push. Where you at, Melvin? So this is kind of a tricky shot. Like I said, because I don't think you want to shoot at the 1. So he's going to play a safe, or excuse me, a push. And smartly, even though he didn't come check see if that one even goes, he played it smart because he's like, if I accidentally leave you open, you're out. So he says, I'm going to tie up that 6-9. And if nothing else, if you want out, work for it. And I said, I play safes. I play chess, not checkers. Like, yes, it's a one rail kick, but lowers the make percentage, and even that, ooh, it wiggled. It lowers the make percentage, but on top of that, even if he slow rolls to be confident in the make, he's completely hooking himself on the 2, so that means you gotta try to go 2 rows, get off that head rail, come around, all kinds of funny stuff. Oh, I did not want to bump that. Because I think where the 9 was, if I could have run these balls, get down to that side of the table, you just gently bank that 6 around the 9, get the cue ball, come off the rail, suck up to the 9. Could have been a great safe. Now I got to break it open. Left myself way too close to the rail. Yep. Way too close to the rail. It's kind of harder to control the cue ball when you don't have full cue ball to shoot at. So he needs to just do a stop shot, nice and firm, get the 3 ball to bounce up table, leave the cue ball behind the 8. Like, even if it's close to the rail, just use that 8 as a blocker. Oh, way too light. So it looks like the 3 goes by the 9. And if, with the right kind of shot, you shouldn't be able to nudge that 6 and open, create a little bit of a gap on that 6-9 and be able to do something with it. But first and foremost, you got to make the shot. And there's a little bit of that 9-ball luck. Got some of that 9-ball luck. So he is kicking here. Oh, Melvin, good try, man. That was really close. Hit the point on a kick back cut. Man, that was close. Fast forward the video a little bit because it's going to be a little standing around. All right. So this one's tricky because you got to force the cue ball off that rail. Oh, just like that. And just barely miss it. So now I'm going to play it safe. Just nudge it like I did, but look at this. Tried just to get it to the rail, making a nice hit. Use that 7 as a blocker, and all I did, give him a field goal. Ooh. Oh, still get it? Did he still get it? Close. It's kind of hard to see. Like, obviously, he could see the 6 between that 7, but he shot so fast. I'm not sure how close the cue ball was to the 7 to know if he could see it full to make it, or if he just missed, or was he not really given that? So I didn't quite get enough roll, so now I got to try to control this low English just to not scratch, but firm enough to get it off the head rail. And I put a little bit of right just to also guarantee plenty of distance so you don't accidentally get too close. Just maybe even check up the speed a little. So just straight top, off the head rail. Come on back. Come on back. Now get off the rail a little bit. There we go. All right. I can't believe he didn't give me that one. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I've seen people miss that shot when you shouldn't, but I've seen it. So like I said, I apologize. I know how this match goes, so I'm trying to Yeah, it's just a little harder to commentate when you already kind of know what's going on. I like to be more predictive and kind of discuss what should be done, but I just watched this last night. Dang it! Oh no, that's a good pop and squat. If I could learn that and be consistent with that, because the way that hit the rack super hard, got a great spread, and that cue ball just put on the brakes right in the middle of the table. Ooh wee. Ooh, sit down. Good shot. Left him a couple options. Obviously, I'd like it to be a little tighter to the two because he can one rail kick either side, whatever you're comfortable with. Most people are going to go that way because it's a little less blind because you are kind of looking at it. Good hit. Good hit, but also gave it to me. I just got to make sure I get around that 7, but still keep it a little straight. Beautiful. Okay. See, and this is where I need to think about that 4 to 6 just a little bit. Yeah. I I was a little straight, so I was trying to punch with some top to where it just kind of it gets it off the rail and then forward rolls forward on you. Unfortunately, the 9 ball got in the way. Great recovery. This is where I need to just put like a little bit of low, just a stunt shot. It'll go near the side, but not in the side. And just kind of control it. The difference is, you see where I pointed. I'm trying to Z for leave, and my prediction was over a diamond up. I thought I was going near that 3rd diamond. Got closer to the 2nd, but still a makeable shot. Still make that in the side. Just got to make sure you make it. So paper thin shot on the 8. Let the cue ball 2 rail around for shape on the 9. Just make sure you get some speed. Yeah, come on, come on. I wanted a little bit more. And there we go, guys. 5-1. That's a good start. That is a good start. It was somewhere around here that Melvin made a comment because, like I said, he used to play somewhat in my area, and I used to play him quite like I don't know, gosh, 5-6 years ago at this point or something like that. And then he moved, so he moved out of the area. I've seen him at tournaments, but we really only played like a year or two ago. It's been forever at a pool hall, kind of halfway in between these two, and or between here and my home. And it was I can't remember if it was a 3 or a 4-man tournament, but I got to play him. Whatever the race was, I truly don't remember the deal. But he smoked me. I mean, he beat me like a drum. I didn't shoot well. He was shooting lights out, and he got me good. So it was somewhere around here. He brings it up saying, "Well, I guess this is payback for the last time we played." And it took me a minute when I remember that. I was like, "Oh, that's right. Okay." And this is where I messed up because I should have said, "I'm in his head. I need to put my, whatever you want to say, keep your foot on the gas, keep your knee on his throat, whatever phrase you use, get in there and keep pushing, keep driving him. Don't change your game." And unfortunately, a little precursor, I kind of let off the gas a little bit because I could have easily turned this into an 8-1, 8-2 kind of win, but I pull back a little. Now, let's be honest, this is not the prettiest of racks. So I'm going around this way because the 1 does roll on the side, and it gives me a little gap to make it easier. 3. But you see, I got to come over here and see, does the 4 even go by? I'm not sure if it does, but the way I shoot this, I think it must. And by that, I just severely understroked it. I don't know if that angle looked right. At least not by camera. That looked like it's going way too tight. Yeah. So instead, I just swung at a low percentage bank instead, where I should have played some sort of safe. Silly talk. Good news is, I didn't leave him a whole lot. That's a super thin. If he was going to even try to cut it, that's like a 88-degree cut. I mean, he might be able to bank it back to that top right pocket over here. I think it goes between that 8-9. But reality, I'm just going to go ahead and pause this for a split second. This is where I would skim the right side of the 4, kind of shoot that 4 towards the head rails, close to that second diamond, let the cue ball 2 rail, get back behind, and try to use that 9-6-7, kind of get back behind that pseudo wall and leave them. And even if you bump the 5 or the 7 and you leave them a look, you're not giving them an easy makeable shot because it's going to be near the head rail. So I should have played that a little different. Or I'm sorry, he should play that a little different. Instead, goes for a bank of some sort. Not exactly sure what his leave was. Or what his intention was. I can tell you what the leave was. A little bit too hard. Just want to make dang sure I got around that wall and I'm not trying to jump at something stupid. But now, just straight top, maybe even just a hair bit of left. Way understroked that one. Way understroked. I was trying to get at least another diamond or so out. Ooh. I don't know what that was. I don't know if I was trying like a stun run through there to, there's no point, because if you just make that ball, let the cue ball smash the 9 a little and check up the speed, I would have been fine. I think I just hesitated on my stroke. I think I just hesitated. Just keep thinking about my commentary from yesterday, but there's one thing, and I am going to tag Melvin on this because I want him to watch this. Even though we talked about this afterwards. I actually airdropped it to his iPhone when we were done so he could see it. I'm sure he watched it. I actually saw him yesterday. I should have asked him. Because we discussed a couple things in his form here and there, but the one thing I did not mention is his break is good. He has a great follow through. He has a nice, powerful break, but his regular shot, oh my God. His regular shot is very stabby. His practice strokes look good, but his last one is either, if it even has a pullback, it doesn't pull back very as far as the practice. And his follow through, his tip doesn't even get to the other side of where the cue ball was. He is very and just stops. He does not follow through. So, of all things, I titty hook myself. And instead of trying to do something stupid, kick to even get a hit, it could have bounced it open, gave him some kind of look. I decided to call a push smartly. Basically, testing to see, is he going to swing for something? Because if he tries to bank that either which way, you're not going to really leave yourself much on the 2. So he played it smart. At least I hope he wasn't trying to make that 2 ball, because he played that well. I'm a little behind those balls, so I don't even know if I can see the edge of the one. So I'm having to kick. Oh, come on! Oh, just a little bit harder. Hold on. Was that? Let me make sure. Let's go back. I want to make sure that was a good hit, because that was real close. Man, that was so close. Just 5% harder, 10% harder. That thing goes. Yep, full, nice thick hit on the 1. Got a little bit of a backboard shot on the 7, but man, that would have been awesome. That's the kind of stuff that, when someone plays a safety on you and you just keep kicking out, let alone kick and make, oh, that'll drop in their head, or that'll get in their head quick. So he was trying to get a little bit more action on that. That's a tough one because he was so close to the rail. If you put more power, because he was trying to hit top right or even just straight right, you got to be careful because if you overhit that, it's very easily to turn into a force follow. So it will hit the rail and that top spin will still take and just kill it and leave the cue ball right behind the 7. So at least he hit the right speed that it did roll around. Gave him a look. Just very tough shot. Oh, I hit that bad. Oh, I hit that bad. So you can see where the 2 ball is. It's almost dead line with the 9. I need to hit a hair below center and just punch the bejesus out of it, slide that ball into that 9, crash the 9 open, and then that leaves a nice gap for the 3-5. Like everything's wide open. I'm ready to roll. But instead, look at my cue placement. Look how I'm hitting this. I'm hitting like 2 tips of draw. And like I said, this felt is very slick and grippy. Like sometimes it grips, sometimes it doesn't, but that did not slide like I wanted. So now I'm trying to put some hard left, try to spin around the 9. Got nowhere near it. Man, I hit that 2 ball bad. That's amateur pool for you guys. That's amateur pool. Not sure if the 5 goes by the 7 because it kind of looks like he's leaving him. I don't know why he's hitting draw. Yeah, that's going to take you away from it. I would have hit that with almost top. If you want to put a slight bit of left just to keep it a little more center, but good shot. That was a good shot. Ooh, problem is now, it's a straight 8-9, but you don't want to take combos if you can avoid it. Get it. All right. Just want to make sure he's not over the over the 8 here. So just draw back to the middle. Give yourself as easy a shot as possible on that 8-9. You can see it's all but straight. So you just kind of mentally, what I do, I'll just look at it and say, hit the 8 to the right side of the pocket. Hit it thick so you don't do that. That's a painful laugh he's got there. I feel your pain, brother. I feel your pain. Good shot. Now, this is a shot I've seen a lot of low skill levels just try to slow roll this into the side. It's too thin. You could run into either point, shoot it to the corner. You've got a wider gap, a wider pocket to shoot at. I don't care if it's long. Just more times than not, when it's a thin shot to the side, shoot it to the corner, you're going to have a higher make percentage. But 6-2 on an 8-7. Let's get after this. We're doing a bit of all right to start. Ooh. Avoids the scratch. And looks like he's got a gap in that 6-3, just enough to see the 1. Oh, he came up running. Oh. I hope that wasn't my editing, because actually it would have been, because I wouldn't have sped it up in between. He came up running to the table. He was a little too anxious on that one. Oh, sit down. Sit down. I was trying the 2-rail kick and stick. get the one ball to the side rail, get it out, leave the cue ball behind the 9. I got too far behind the 1. That is a very tough shot that I'm thinking about. I'm trying to work on when I have time, but it's so hard to practice because it can come up in any which way. So like I said, watch his follow through on these shots. That is one thing. I'm going to talk to you, Melvin. Smooth out your stroke, get some follow through, and when you are trying to put action on a ball, I'm telling you, half the power will give you twice the reaction. You're going to have so much more control. Got to have better follow through. Practice strokes look okay. You're not doing bad there. It's just that final, you just see you kind of just a little back, little forward. But I'm the guy who through COVID, first off, I did. What was that? Guys, remember I said I took my foot off the gas? But I'm the guy who during COVID, I like immediately put a valley in my basement, and about a month or so later, got furloughed from work. So my job was sit at home, look for new jobs, and play pool. And I watched a ton of YouTube videos. I practiced a ton, and I worked, no joke, for about 10 months on nothing but my stroke. I wanted to lengthen it because I was real short and stabby. I wanted to lengthen it. I wanted to smooth it out, and I want to make sure I had plenty of follow through. And a ton of people I've heard this from a bunch of people. I came out of COVID a completely different player than I went into it. So, just saying, there's some big benefits to having a good quality smooth stroke. And I gave him that rack off of a dumb 7 ball I missed. But, do a little math there, and never mind. It's actually my break. 6-3. Gotta shut down the momentum shift. 5-1. Gave him 2 of the 3. I'm still closer, so we're still in a good seat. Good spot here. It's a good break as long as I can check up. That'll work. I'm going to actually freeze frame this one because I'm curious. I'm going to put this one on my Facebook. If you guys follow, I'll take a screenshot of a table and talk about patterns. So, because the 2 ball is so tight behind that 9, yes, it goes either side. Do you shoot the 1 to make leave on the 2 and try to break and run? Or do you basically do a stop shot on the 1, send that 1 ball around table, leave the cue ball behind the 7 as a nasty save to start? I want you guys to timestamp this about 36 minutes in. I want to hear what you guys would do. Because especially with I'm an aggressive player. If I see a run out, I'm shooting the run out. I got lucky to even get around that 4 because that's the thing. On that shot, you hit it bad, you hit that 4 ball, plan completely failed. But I left myself a good angle so I can just natural 2 rail around for shape on the 3 on the side. Even that's got a good angle so I can roll forward for the 4 on the other side. I know one of my other recent videos, I had the angle where you could see another table because a guy in the plat over there, another local player to me, Eric, big follower of everything I do. Thank you for that, Eric. Appreciate you. And but he came out to play in this tournament, which was kind of fun. He had a good time. I want to say he was one of the 5s, but slow roll the 4, left myself natural shape on the 5, so I can just All you got to do is just make the ball. Left myself a good little angle. I love this shot. Just put a little bit of low and just punch through and let that ball just slide. It just grips and hooks down the rail. Unfortunately, I need to hit a little bit more to get about another diamond and a half, but regardless, still a completely makeable 9. And guys, that is a break and run for the hill to get to the hill. One more. I need one more. Let's get this. It's looking good. 4-1 race. What? Yeah, see that follow through? Drills through it. Okay. Trying to will the 9 ball in. Like, come on. I don't blame him. Guy just broke and ran on you. I'll be happy with a 9 snap. Ooh. 2 things to be said. Good combo. Good 1-8 combo, but the problem is you saw how fast I shot. I didn't consider the leave on the 1. Now, there's a gap behind the 2, so I can do, sit. I can do just that. Now, that is a nasty safe because I put them on the backside of the 2. The 1 rail kick between the 6 or on the rail and then the 3 out there, that makes it very tough to get to this 1. That's a good save, Todd. His real only option, he's got to go 2 rails at it, kick the side rail, get to the head rail, come back out. But see, he's looking. Can I even see? Because, I mean, there is no masse around the 2. But anyway. So, yeah, his real only shot's 2 rail. That's what he's looking at. No! Need to be just a hair more up table. Come out fatter on that head rail. Oh, Todd, what are you doing? Oh. Guys, what am I doing here? Like, I've got ball in hand. I'm trying to get from the 1 on one end of the table. A little bit of, with the 4 ball there, there's some blockers I got to get around. And the 2's the complete other end of the table. Like, I don't even have the right angle to draw to the, 6 diamonds up that side, like about where my hip is. Like, why don't I just put the cue ball on the other side over here? I guess, I don't know. Camera always messes me up. But put the cue ball over here, run the 1 into the top left, top English, and just send the thing. Give yourself a little angle so you can't follow and scratch. Get the cue ball to rub that left rail, but I do not approve of this 1 iota. This is stupid. Oh, congratulations. You've got a good power draw, Todd. I threw it off the rail straight into the 4 for no benefit. Now the 9's hanging, so I'm going to try the 2, just bank the 2 to the 9. Did not even look at it, hit it way too hard, and which made it way too tight. Not a smart play, Todd. So, he's got 2 options. He could just stop shot bank, or he could cut it into the side, but then you got to get the cue ball 3 rails for shape. Or option C, swing for the 9. Kind of an interesting play, but good leave because it's got a 3-5 wall there. So I'm going to bring out Big Red. Bringing out the air rush, the short cue. I got the jump. Oh, sit down. Sit down. It did not sit down. I love that jump cue. It's too easy. It truly is too easy. Ooh, and he hit that too hard. Because now he's either going to have to hit it a little thin to try to just shoot the 3-9 or just make it but try to get shape on the 4. Yeah, he tried to go short. Try to go short to get that 9 ball, but now you look at this. He gave me the next 3 balls. The problem is I still got to figure out that 6-7. I sent that way too hard because now I'm trying. I've got an angle, so I'm trying to rip draw off the 4, come back and crash into those, and I hit it terribly, absolutely terribly. So came off the side rail. I hit it with too much force and not smooth enough. So now I'm having to go here, put nowhere near enough right. It didn't scratch though. Did not scratch. I mean, I don't know if scratch would be a bad thing because what would he do with it? But anyway, yeah, I shot that 5. I need to put some serious right to get to the head rail, spin over, and just hope for an open crash, you know? Because I think I'm trying to get behind the 6, cut it to the top left. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was only 2 diamonds off. And instead of playing a safe, playing something smart, I could have, I know. This is a long video, guys. I apologize, but we're here to talk about pattern. I could have easily just skimmed the right side of the 6, even if it bounces out a little bit, just get the cue ball to the head rail, back over to the other side, force him to bank, leave him the hard shot instead of take the hard shot yourself. Like, why am I choosing the hard with the opportunity, which, as you see here in a split second, boom, I miss it grossly bad. I got lucky with almost making the 7, but when you miss, just sold out the rack. I'm on the hill. This could have easily played a safe for the win, and we could be done here. But instead, we got to play another rack. All he has to do is just make 2 ducks. I know it was a give me, but I said it earlier. I'm going to make you shoot them 9s. Apparently not all the 9s. All right. 7-4. Gave away another. I came out swinging hot. It was actually, yeah. I think you're going to want the cue ball about right there, I said. So I forgot to mention in the graphics below, like I said, this is based off of your APA 9-ball handicap, so I did put that. But I've had a few people in my comments asking about Fargo rate, so I figured, you know what, I'll just look it up, and this is roughly where we were on the day of. So it's a 40-point difference, and there's a lot of Fargo rated terms that I play that when you're playing singles are 40 points for a game on the wire. And he underhit that just a little, or actually can almost say overhit, because if he would have hit that a little lighter and just leave the cue ball towards the rail, could have just took it all the way up and been fine. Now he's leaving himself, because you don't want to mass A this. You're not trying to pull some stupid trick shot stuff. So play the smart move, get your line, think about it, and just get it. Get the kick. Oh, that's a good shot. Good shot. Didn't even overhit it, so he left himself. It's a cut, yes, but he gave himself a shot at the 5. Good shot. Oh, center pocket. Ooh. So he's got a little bit of an angle. You just got to put top, and you got to send this. Got to make it, but just straight top English. Send the cue ball back up table. Great stroke. Good stuff. Good shot. Sit down, Q. Anybody else notice the graphic issue? I don't know who my editor is, but man, we need to have a talk with that guy. Pretty sure it's just 7.4, and it still says 7.4. I saw the effects. I saw the animation like it changed, but I didn't change the number, so it's actually 7.5. Sorry, guys. I am an amateur pool player and even more of an amateur video editor. Yeah, well, we're all human. I messed up. All right. Looks like he's trying the combo. I mean, neither shot's a great shot because you either got to try a combo with a ton of green or you're having a severe back cut on the one. Neither one are great. All right. So it looks like the 2 clears the 7. So I just got to pull this over to the side rail, get as close to the rail as possible. Because you want to have a little bit of an angle so when you treat this like a stop, it will slide out just that little bit. Give yourself a nice 3 ball. Good punch, Todd. Good stuff. Might be trying to, try to draw. Don't disrupt the 5, but then good stuff. So same thing. Just keep punching. Leave myself a little bit of an angle on the 5. Ooh, I think I might have had a little left, and it kind of straightened the action up a little bit more than I wanted. Because I think I'm just gonna go top, send it over to the pro side, and by that, I was trying to spin around it apparently. All right, this is where you need to play it safe. Yep, just hit that 7. Put a little bit left just to get the cue ball to suck up to the 9. Oh, I put some serious left on that. Dang it. Todd. Silliness. I mean, 3 balls to go. Can see this ball. Melvin! Oh, don't scratch, too. Oh, man. Especially with the 8 there. Like, that was putting him on the hill. No one said shooting out of the pocket's easy, I guess. Left him an easy one. So I just hit this top, maybe put a little left, bring center table, give yourself a nice close shot. Just like that. Sit down. A little bit of a back cut. Oh, Melvin, what are you doing? Oh, that was to put him on the hill. Yeah. Didn't leave me the world's easiest shot, but it's away from the side. It's off the rail. Just got to stroke it. Center pocket. No problem. Thank you, Melvin. I appreciate you playing. I should say, appreciate you letting me record. And Sharon, I did send you the video already, but I hope you still get to watch this because I hope I added a little bit of color to it, even though it was actually an A5. I might have messed that up, but I'm not perfect. So thank you guys to anybody still watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I think it was a good match. Kind of taught me something that when you come out hot, stay hot, keep your foot on the gas, don't give up. So I got to work that in my own game a little bit. Other than that, come over to Facebook, Poolside Chat with Todd. I'm doing all kinds of things over there. I want you guys to join. It's a lot of fun. And I've got some more videos coming. Got this tournament still going on. I promise I'll get back to some APA. I know somebody's looking for my 8-ball matches. They're coming. But in the meantime, thank you as always. I'll see you soon.